Art Money Expose. Hello and welcome to the Graduate Report. My name is Danny. Today we review the top expensive art faces. What now? I will hit him in the face and the genitals if he continues to bark during my program.
Welcome to the Gradual Report, where we gradually report.
His ears are so soft, it's hard to stay mad at him. The number one most expensive piece of art ever sold, of course, is Card Players. Fifth in a group of 5 paintings. How much was this piece of art? $250 million. Yes, the royal family of Qatar shelled it out. Why, you might ask? Cézanne was the father of all impressionists. Very important piece of artwork. Also, during the auction, the Metropolitan Museum of Art was hosting something collection. The other 4 of the 5 were in that museum. So it's like even more important because the museum had the other ones. And then you have the idea that Qatar is like artistically bankrupt. Like no one gives a shit about all the art that's in Qatar. Qatar, what the fuck is that? So it was a way for the royal family of Qatar to up the prestige of the Qatar art holdings by buying a very important piece of art for the most money ever paid for a piece of art. The next time somebody goes to sell a piece of art, they are going to invite Qatar. The second most expensive painting sold of all time was a Jackson Pollock number 5. Pollock, of course, you may remember as the artist that I imitated when I did my own condom painting. Basically, Pollock was the guy that spilled paint all over the place and was like, "It's my soul!" And then enough gallery people were like, it really is his soul. He knows things that we don't know, obviously. I mean, you see the way he spills the paint, he knows things. And if enough gallery people are saying that, then a museum might go, well, fuck, maybe. Shit, put it up on a wall, see what people think. They think it's crazy, but they're still showing up to look at it. So it must be cool. And then it's $159 million. The third most expensive painting of all time, The Woman by some guy I've never even heard of. Yes, this piece of shit was sold for $137 million. It was originally owned by the government of Iran and then traded to David Geffen for a 9th century book of poems, which beckons the question, how did David Geffen acquire a 9th century book of Iranian poems? The answer to that question, of course, is he's fucking rich. And rich people buy weird shit. David was able to unload this painting for $137 million to some other rich guy who likes to buy weird shit. Number 4 most expensive painting ever sold was the Adele brochure Bayard Namard by another person who was totally unnoteworthy. This deal was actually kind of interesting in that it is the most transparent breach of art ever. The painting was sold for $135 million, but Christie's, the auction house, carried back $100 million of the purchase price, which would be paid off by more art that gets sold through Christie's. So a gallery owner is like, look, dude, I want to buy that painting and put it up in my gallery, but I only have $35 million, but I'm not going to get any press if I don't buy it for the most ever. So let's make it $135 million, but instead of giving you $100 million, I'm gonna sell the 4 other paintings by that same artist through you, or some horseshit hogwash version of that. And then Christie's was like, this painting went for $135 million. Now these 4 other paintings by the same artist are for sale. How much do you think they'll go for? A lot more than if that previous painting had only gone for $35 million, which is actually what it kind of went for, really. The auction house pushes up the price? That is unbelievable! Number 5 most painting sold of all time was the Vincent van Gogh Dr. something or other face. Japanese businessman bought it. Paid $82 million, looked at the painting for about 2 hours, put it in a box, put it in a vault. Later ran into some financial troubles, was sentenced to prison for bribing an official, and died. Then they opened the vault and they're like, wait a minute, it's not here. Where is it? And nobody knows. There is an interesting relationship between broke artists, greedy galleries, and insecure, crazy rich people that want to gain notoriety in a fictional high society by spending money on things that will only increase in value. Personally, I'd like to think that the doodles on the corners of the pages of an 8th grade math book have slightly more soul than the paintings of dead people, no matter how influential they were. I love you, my little lemon drops. Do join us on Friday when I show you some of my own doodlings. Yes, I doodle myself. I doodle myself all the time. Just realized that could come out wrong. But hey, whatever.